Hi everybody, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural, and we're back for another week of Spirit Box Weekly. And with Spirit Box Weekly, we test out different devices, we test out different Spirit Box applications, or physical boxes, physical Spirit Box communications. We've done the PSB-7, the PSB-11, the Radio Shack 12-469. We've done quite a few. We haven't done too many of the premium boxes like the Annie boxes or the Andre box. But we have this week the Spektrocom. And the Spektrocom looks a little something like this. Everybody should be able to hear me still. The Spektrocom was made by eXtremeSenses software. And it has quite a bit of different things to it. It has... you got your ghost box set up. You can choose the natural ghost box that comes with the Spektrocom. You can choose the light Phasma box, which I was going to go with tonight just because, personally, I love the Phasma box. It's one of my favorite spirit boxes out there. And then you have the next one, which is right here, which you can do a custom bank. You can create your own bank, kind of like the EVR. And you can put that on there and see if you can get the things to do anything for you. Now, the special thing with the Spektrocom is you're going to see over to the right-hand side. You can kind of see the mouse moving it for you. On the right-hand side, you're going to see what looks kind of like a white piece of paper with black clouds. Now, what the Spektrocom does is it is known as an ITC imaging spirit box application. So you can sit there, and as you're doing the spirit box, it's going to flash. And if the spirits can manipulate it, maybe they can put their face in there. So it's got a little homage to the video ITC or the water ITC. But without further ado, I'm going to switch back to myself real quick. I just kind of want to show you this a little bit. You got your preview here. You got some effects down here. With the Phasma box, you can't use any of the effects. You can change some of the rate of speeds and so forth, but you can't do any of the effects. You can do them with the other ones. And then to turn it on, you just hit this button right here, which I will do. Trust me, I will. But first off, let's go ahead and do a burst session. And I'd like to thank everybody for being in here, everybody for tuning in, and doing things a little differently. I don't have it going through the tablet. This application does take quite a bit of memory usage and storage, because every time it flashes with a new image, it stores that image on your computer. So you can go back through and look at those screenshots and maybe you captured something. So I definitely wanted to make sure to get this out there. We're going to definitely use this, see what happens. I'd like to give huge shout outs. Chris V, Judy Wilson, Karen, Mary Dallas, I saw she was in here, Joan Gray, Rhonda Castle Sutton, My Paranormal Corner, Scott, thank you so much for modding and everything else. And Night Lover, Steph, thanks for being in here. If I'm missing anybody, I do apologize. I am kind of trying to play catch up on if I'm missing anybody right now. The Adventurous Gamer, thanks for being in here. Everybody, thank you so much for being in here. Don't forget to share and let others know what's going on. And I'd be happy to have any questions within the chat or even after the show. Type it in the comments. You know, we'd be happy to. I say in the third person or in a group scenario, but I'd be happy to answer those for you. Okay, let's do a burst session. Spirits, I've had this on for the last hour or so. We've had great communication with the Phasma box. How are you feeling about this device so far? You've had over an hour or so, and we've used it on other occasions. The Stanley Ghostbox live feed, it was this application. I believe I heard Rebecca come through it earlier. What's going on? Well, what are you doing? Doing anything special? It is Friday the 13th. Is this a scary day for you, or should it be for us? And I do see questions in the chat. No sidekick tonight. Honestly, I'm gonna be blunt and honest. I appreciate everybody that works with me, and to do these type of shows, to do it all the time, to do it every Friday, it's tough for a lot of people to commit to it. It's tough for a lot of people to be able to do that all the time. So probably from now on, I'll probably have like people coming in and out like as guest co-hosts and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm probably gonna have a regular co-host from now on. It's highly difficult to. Everybody has their schedules and everything else, and I mean, this becomes its own schedule and its own aspect. The Thursday show, Live Spirit Frequencies, we have James and Scott. As far as I know, everybody's solid with that. So I mean, we definitely have co-hosts with that. But with Spirit Box Weekly, we're probably gonna just be myself and any spirits that are around. I'll try to communicate and interact with them as well. But in having guest co-hosts coming in and out, so forth, which I have no idea when that's going to happen, who they're going to be, so forth. I mean, that one night, Andy came in and he was like, "Hey, what's going on? Mind if I jump on?" And I was like, "Not a problem." So I had a lot of fun with that. Courtney came on last week and had a great time. So, I mean, it's all on their availability. I'll be doing this, trucking along, and anybody that would like to jump on, I'd be happy to have them on. Alright, spirits were victims of the Friday the 13th massacre in medieval times. Yep, we do live spirit frequencies every Thursday at 10 p.m. We broadcast that live on YouTube, live on Ustream. In order to chat with us, because we're doing it for liveparanormal.com, you have to go to liveparanormal.com/page/LPTV chat. And then you can talk to us live during the show. But we do have it live on Ustream and YouTube every Thursday, 10 p.m. So I'm going to go ahead and play this back. This could be loud. This could be slightly loud. And if you're wearing headphones, I don't want you to blast your ears. So you're going to want to turn them down. And then turn them up to a comfortable level. But yeah, Corey and I, we had great energy when we did the show. Same with Andy. Actually, just about everybody I've done the show with, it's been great energy so far. Spirits, I've had this on for the last hour or so. We've had great communication with the Phasma box. How are you feeling about this device so far? You've had over an hour or so. And we've used it on other occasions. The Stanley Ghostbox live feed, it was this application. Wow. So, and we've used it on other occasions. The Stanley Ghostbox live feed, it was this application. I'm hearing what sounds like I don't remember you guys using this on your show. Ghostbox live feed, it was this application. I believe I heard Rebecca come through it earlier. Yes, I did. These are Class C's.
I believe I heard Rebecca come through it earlier. What's going on? Well, what are you doing? Doing anything special? It is Friday the 13th. Is this a scary day for you, or should it be for us?
Yeah, I heard a few different things in there. That was interesting. And I see James is in here. Other people were popping in. Rusty, I see you're in here as well. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. And without further ado, let's turn this baby on. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to that other screen to make things a little easier for everybody to see. So here's the main device for it right here. And you can see the mouse, I kind of got it over there. But I already clicked on the Phasma Box light. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. It's going to get loud slightly. It may not be too loud for you guys, but just trying to forewarn you. Hello, hello. Is there any spirits that may be here that would like to try to communicate? I'll rotate back and forth. But as you see, the screen is blinking. Every time it blinks, it's taking a screenshot. And that screenshot gets saved on your computer. So if an image comes through, if a face comes through, it's saved right on your computer. This is through eXtremeSenses.com. No, it does not have a demo. I did see that in the questions. Some of the other apps out there do the demos.
Such a miracle.
Spirits who were victims of the Friday the 13th massacre in medieval times. Are you able to try to communicate, or can you hear us? In spirits, are you drawn to heat, or are you drawn to cold? And I'm just reading through the questions that you guys were writing in the chat, and I was scrolling back up and come down. any individuals you'd like to try to say hi to? No, not last night, but the week before, with our Thursday show, an individual came through, I believe it was Scott's spirit box, and said they were trying to communicate with a Chris. Out of curiosity, can you hear me? Do you know which Chris this individual is trying to talk to? Are you the individual trying to talk to Chris? And if so, who are you, and what is Chris's last name, just for verification, just to make things a little easier? I really kind of like this app per se because of the screen capture thing, and honestly, the eXtremeSenses are very affordable. I mean, they're usually $15, $20. So I mean, if you're gonna fool around with it, the XTS is like, I think it was $15, and I mean, I got some crazy great captures with the XTS. So I mean, I definitely have a personal preference with the eXtremeSenses sometimes, and I like testing out the Ghost Hunter apps too. I've gotten some great stuff with that as well. But I mean, these are very affordable and very very simple. Are there any spirit animals that may be with you? Like, do you see any spirit animals around you?
The Lord Jesus.
You see the Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus is around you? And I'm not hearing many pre-recorded things with this, which is nice. I'm hearing a little bit of type of chatter. But, spirits, if you're able to, could you say yes and no when we ask questions? Just for the next, like, 10 minutes, if that's possible. And if so, could you start out with a yes or a no? Yep, the Spirit Talk communication app is a free one right through eXtremeSenses software. Had the privilege of beta testing it. Now, are you able to answer with this device, yes and no? Are you able to do that? Yes, I'm talking to whichever spirit is able to communicate.
Oh, sure.
Alright, with the Phasma box, Chris V was there when we did the special. And I did the thing where I did the loud test. So I'm going to try it again. Are there any spirits that may be able to hear me? If so, could you say yes or no? Thank you. I believe I just heard I heard you. Is it easier if I talk like this for you to hear me? Does it make it easier? Okay. I believe I heard a yes. Are you trying to communicate with Chris, or is there a certain individual you're trying to communicate with?
Of this.
You don't make me scared. You are welcome to try to communicate with me. I mean you no offense, no harm. This is a microphone, which is directly in front of me. This black thing is a microphone. How close do you need to be to me for me to hear you? We could try the Verizon thing. Can you hear me now? We try that. If you could say that, could you say, can you hear me now? And I'll let you know when I hear you. If that's possible. Yes, I did hear that. Courtney Stetson is wondering if whoever is here, if you are able to give her insight of who is trying to communicate with her. Are you able to do that? Is there any spirits right now that are trying to communicate with Chris V? Any individuals at all? I apologize, I'm not trying to yell in everybody's ears. You're trying to talk to a Danielle? Is that correct? Yes or no? Another question coming in from a Joan Gray. Is this Chris Chencherik? And if you are able to, can you try to manifest an image on the screen, on that screen over there? Can you try to wave? If you're able to, could you write the last name of who you are trying to communicate on the screen right now? Is that possible? Are you someone's brother? Are you someone's sister? I'm fairly confident I know a couple of these. The question Karen asked, actually, who is Dom's spirit guide? Spirits, could you tell me what a few of my spirit guides' names are?
Of this.
Who is the female spirit that always is around me? Many individuals that have probably watched this have heard me say her name numerous times.
Or your parents. You can see nothing.
No, I do not see you. I can feel you. I can feel a coldness on my left and a coldness on my right. How many are in this room right now? Hello? One? Is it five or one? Now, is there a message? Is there a message you're trying to convey? Is there individuals that pay attention to you that they're trying to communicate, but they don't hear you? Is there a message you're trying to get across to them?
Come.
Tony? I'm gonna ask the question that nobody does. This one I really don't think anybody has. Are there individuals that truly hear you? Are there individuals that do spirit communication and actually hear what you say? Who are they?
People.
That thank you. You didn't scare me, you just kind of threw me off guard on that one, but I heard that. People. Okay. Is it better to talk to spirits during the night or during the day?
The banquet.
Now, individuals that think they're talking to you, that kind of do what I'm doing, and they put out videos of what you have to say, are they accurate? Do you ever see them? You ever see those videos? Now, as an investigator, as a paranormal person in the field, I'm going to say a few names, and I'd like to see what happens when I say them. Frank Sumption. Okay. George Meeks. Nikolai Tesla. Not to, I'm not trying to age you. I don't want you to feel old in any context. Who is the last memorable individual you remember? Maybe they were in politics, they were a celebrity, maybe an actor or a musician. Oh, Kirsten's in here.
In the office 2 weeks.
In the office to... the male voice is coming through that's very strong. I can hear you very clearly. I need to let you know that, so you understand. Is there a time delay between you hearing what I say and me hearing what you say? A lot of individuals are curious. Did you cross over, or did you cross over and come back, and now you can't go back? What is the light to you? What is faith? What is religion? What is God to you?
Really? I stood in the...
You're still waiting. I believe I heard him still waiting. Okay. Do you need us to call the light for you? You want to come back. Is it possible for you to come back? Can you come back and basically be reincarnated in a child? No. How are you able to what is it for you to come back? What exactly needs to be for you to come back?
Or you were
That was different.
in direct opposition.
What is it that you need in order to come back? Or are you not allowed to? We don't know we don't know any of the rules. I would love to learn them and share them with others, but you need to be willing to tell us what they are. You know, like what are you not allowed to show yourselves to us? Why after thousands of years, hundreds of years, 50 years, of people trying to learn about the spirit world or ghosts and everything else, why is it no one has truly found something that is undeniable to everyone? Is there something that is stopping that? Is it us? People are wondering, is reincarnation real? And I have asked this in the past. I know I have. If there are rules that you have to follow, who sets them? Who tells you what those rules are? Things that matter to us here in the physical realm, in the realm where blood is pumping and, you know, all of that. Are there things in this realm that I am in that I can see, I can touch, I can smell? Are there things in that realm that you are able to bring with you where you are? Are you in the same realm? Or is it different?
It's one body.
It's one body. Okay. Kelly in the Raw explained this on one of her shows. I'm going to give her a huge shout out. I love watching her shows. They're awesome. She's a psychic and she kind of gives a lot of stuff. Is what I am wearing right now, this face, this body, is this a meat suit? And there is a soul underneath it. When I die, does that soul try to find another meat suit? Or do I just stay and progress to try to learn more? What brings you here? What brings you to me to speak? I appreciate it. I'm just curious, how is it possible? Do you have a story that you would like to try to tell, to maybe teach others about how to live or what not to do?
Apparently just for reason. With that.
What is the greatest lesson that you learned that you would like to try to pass on to others? You have to see how our society is. You have to see how we are. Does it make you feel angered or upset of how things are now? compassion. Don't be stupid.
Building an other.
I mean, I read a lot of stuff and read a lot of stuff in CNN, a lot of stuff like that. Right now, a lot of us feel that we are owed something, and we are not. We are not owed anything. That, you know, the society that we have grown upon was built upon people that worked their asses off, and people that, when they worked, they got things because they worked. And now in our society, everybody feels they're owed something. You have to see that. You have to realize that, you know. Hello?
Council member.
I'd like to ask this question, and I really feel a connection right now to you. I truly do. I feel we're communicating back and forth, and this is awesome. How often are you around us, and do you see everything that we do? I assume when we're in the bathroom and everything else, you know, when we're doing stuff like that, you're courteous in that respect. Perhaps some aren't, but I assume a majority are.
Christ.
So you are able to see everything that we do, all that we do. You see it as we're doing it. Are you trying to help us with what we're doing, or do you just try to stop us from being harmful to ourselves or others? The screen is not made to look like there's faces in it. The screen is actually made so it kind of looks like a cloud in a way. So if you're seeing a face in it, it's pareidolia to a certain extent. If you see something very, very specific, very detailed, then you probably got something pretty good. No, I just assume that they're gonna have courtesy for us if we're in the bathroom. Spirits, what is the greatest thing that a person should work upon in their life? What is something that we all may have, but we should always look for more? I would say wisdom. Is that correct? Great question. Karen's wondering, and I love this question. What was your greatest achievement in your life?
How do improving?
Sun, Earth.
Are you annoyed by all the people trying to communicate with you?
This is me. It's a thing.
Are you annoyed by individuals that think they know the truth and everything, and they're still trying to learn? Okay. I'm going to ask this question. And this one, you're going to need to read the screen in front of me. On the screen in front of me. Can you tell me what the word with the yellow box says? Are you able to do that? It's just for verification and identification.
Page 1.
Starts with an S, ends with an M. Spektrocom. Can you say that, please?
Money.
It's just for verification. Just to verify you're here, if you could say that. Spektrocom. Before I end this session, individuals are curious. They're asking, when they're trying to talk to their loved ones, can they hear them? Can their loved ones hear them when they try to talk to them? Or is that the spirit guide's job, is to guide that message to their loved ones?
Hear it. In the whole
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody that's in here: Kirsten, Judy Wilson, My Paranormal Corner, David Coffin, Unique, Karen, James G, Chris V, Night Lover, Rusty, Doppelganger, Adventurous Gamer, Courtney, Mary Dallas, Joan Gray, Judy Wilson. If I am missing anybody, I apologize. Do you guys have more questions? Let's continue to ask more questions if you guys would like to.
Not
but a little down too.
Kitty man.
Spooky Raven, thanks for being in here. Spirits, what do you think of skeptics? Gonna put it out there and bam. What do
So
you,
that's a really good question about everything.
what do you think of a skeptic?
Listeners,
Maybe
I'm gonna ask a whacked out question, just because I am. Spirits, did you see a sign? Did you see something? Did something happen that maybe foreshadowed what happened to you? Is there a way for us to see it coming to prevent it? Or to help others prepare for it?
Okay.
Alright, spirits, I'm going to turn this off. This device off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Alright, device is off. And again, this was the Spektrocom. We're going to come back to this next week. We're going to be looking at this. We're going to be testing out some of the other features in it as well. This is from eXtremeSensesSoftware.com. I'm a huge fan of the eXtremeSenses. I do like the Ghost Hunter apps as well. One of my favorite Ghost Hunter apps was Vocubus. So far with eXtremeSenses, my favorite one has been actually the Phasma box, which this has the light Phasma box in it as well. So everybody tune in. Next Friday we'll have a new episode testing this out. Don't forget, Thursdays we have our live spirit frequencies. We're switching over. We're going to be using the Ouija board Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and liveparanormal.com. Everybody have a beautiful weekend, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And don't forget to check out Chris V's show this upcoming Sunday. Check out Spooky Raven this upcoming Tuesday. And if I'm missing anybody, Rusty, check out his channel. He usually has a show, I believe it's on Wednesdays. But check out his channel. Check out some of the good stuff he's doing. And My Paranormal Corner, as always, check out his channel. Subscribe, like, check him out on Facebook. He's an awesome guy. He's the mod within the room, and I can't thank him enough for that. But he's got some great content, so don't forget to check that out as well. But I think that's it. Dover Paratech, check him out on Google+. He got a new book that's coming out. He does a lot of stuff in the tech realm of the paranormal. And I would definitely recommend checking out some of his stuff as well. He's one that kind of got me into the Kinect stuff with the PC, the 360 Kinect / the Xbox One Kinect. Gives us stick figure stuff. We used that on our last investigation. It was kind of interesting. So don't forget to check it out. And again, if I'm missing anybody, I apologize. You guys are all awesome. And I look forward to seeing you all again. So if the voices in the dark are talking, maybe it's time we listen. And if you don't believe in spirits, I dare you. I dare you to believe.